Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Ozranium, but please just call me Oz or Ozzy. I am your favorite celestial Eldrazi, and welcome to another an Oz analysis. For this time, we are actually deep diving, vibes only, into the Nintendo Treehouse. That is correct. So, February 24th, 2026, Nintendo released a Treehouse to talk about Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, the Meetup in Bellabel Park DLC. That's just a tongue twister from my ass. And Pokémon Pokopia. And so I'm very excited about these two games. They are coming up very soon in the 2026 timeline, in like a few weeks or so, I believe in March, if I'm correct. But yeah, I'm very excited to be playing those games on my Twitch in the near future. And I kind of wanted to talk about the gameplay and what I'm most excited about from both those games. So enough squabbling about myself. Let's just get right into this. Alright, so the first game I am going to talk about is Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, and Meetup in Bellabel Park DLC. I put the name in there just for y'all to understand that it is DLC, by the way. We are getting an upgrade from Nintendo Switch Edition to Switch 2, but it is technically DLC, 100%. And before even the gameplay started, we got showcased more of the talking flower before the gameplay. Now, I believe it is confirmed that it is an alarm clock, but you can also have the talking flower talk randomly throughout the day. It's very funny. I can't. I'm honestly, that's like the talking flower is probably one of the particular items that it's like for the die-hard Nintendo fans for, which I am. So I'm probably gonna get it. Lol. But anyway, for the first bit of gameplay, of course they have to showcase my favorite Mario character, Rosalina. Perfection. Perfection. And they showed, so basically they kind of showcased more of the single player stuff for the first start. They showed around Camp Central with the plays for the Toad Brigade. We didn't see Captain Toad, but we mainly saw the Blue Toad and everything. So basically what is going on for the single player gameplay basically is the Koopalings have returned. I am so excited for the Koopalings to return. And we're partnering with the Toad Brigade to be and rise the ranks in training courses to help battle against the Koopalings and to test our skills of what we already learned from the original game in Wonder. And I'm personally excited. I'm glad that they're putting more emphasis on making training courses. There was similar stuff that happened in New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, 100%, with the training courses stuff for both on the Wii U and when it came to the Switch. But yeah, I'm excited they brought that system back, but remixed in a way where it's more of it's a training course. It's to help you train your skills better in Wonder to play the game better. I think that is a very healthy way to allow people to feel like their skills in this old-fashioned 2D Mario game isn't going to waste. 100%. That is awesome. And then for the second bit of the gameplay, I think which everybody is excited for, it is the Attraction Central. 100%. It shows a lot of multiple attractions, both in co-op and versus, but we all know that even in both co-op is gonna feel like versus. Unfortunately, that's how I know a lot of people are. But so basically, when you go into the mini games, they will allow you to pick badges based on each mini game that you play. I don't know if you can choose the same badge for multiple players. I don't know. Who knows? But from what we've seen, you can play it with the 4 players on probably one system, or you can play up to local. You can play for local wireless. You can play up to 8 players, which is crazy. But even more crazy is online, you can play up to 12. 12! That's awesome. 100%. It's feeling like old Mario Kart days on 8 Deluxe, and I'm all down for it. 100%. But I did see while they were playing that and showcasing that shit, that even for Nintendo Treehouse standards, the internet was not good. So, we're probably gonna deal with Nintendo internet issues, but you know what's new. You know what's new. But the games that we did get shown, I'm gonna talk about a little bit, just because I don't really want to like speculate on the new games. I kind of want, for me, I want the mystery of what we're gonna see. But the games that we did get shown was the Donut Block Maker, Bomb Relay, Bubble Blaster, Phanto Tag, Battle Royale Survival Challenge, and Bouncy Ball Race. Now, basically, I understand for Donut Block Maker that's gonna be a pain, especially if you're trying to do certain challenges and stuff. But Bomb Relay sounds very interesting, because what it's shown in Bomb Relay is that it'll show, the time will start and it'll show the player the bomb needs to be in the hands with, which is crazy. And also depends on, probably with enemies can also affect the bomb to explode it early and just destroy the challenge for yourself. Bubble Blaster is like a knockback thing, and that's gonna be one of the best versus modes, 100%. Just doing knockback with Bubble Blasters, and it seems like you don't hold the Bubble Blasters, not like the bombs. It's actually like outside, so it's just like auto equips, but I don't think you can release it early. Once you equipped it and stuff like that, you can't let go of it. So you gotta be strategic when you equip a Bubble Blaster. Phantom Tag, it's basically similar actually to Prop Hunt, where you can disguise yourself as a talking flower, and probably other objects as well with different maps and different levels and such. But I think they made it very clear that it's you don't want to be the Phanto until timer ends, 100%. But I think they also made it so that way the hiders don't run off winning. So they made it very clear too that it's gonna be based on how strategic are you with trying to catch them first, 100%. And then the last is the Battle Royale Survival Challenge. Now this is very interesting. This is based on certain levels, especially in the past, where a certain amount of items on the bar or the bridge will make it stop or make it disappear. Same for this will make it disappear, and that does include in what we saw in the mini game on the fire, of course, power up items, and also the actual fireballs that you shoot out yourself. And luckily you got multiple lives and stuff, but the player with the most lives wins. Makes sense. And lastly is the Bouncy Ball Race. Now, of course, self-explanatory. You're racing to finish against anybody else. Makes sense. What I'm most excited for from this whole portion of what we've seen in gameplay is I'm definitely more excited for the Attraction Central, the multiplayer aspect, because I think that is what is going to be, I think for a lot of people, the make or break for this DLC, to make sure it was worth it, that this DLC that probably people paid for was worth it, 100%. So for me it's about 70%, I say 60% Attraction Central, and then 40% Camp Central, the single player stuff, because guys, I'm a big Koopalink fan. Alright, Koopalings and everything like that. I grew up Super Mario Bros. 3, watching the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, and watching that Super Mario Bros. 3 version where they introduced the Koopalings on TV. It was awesome. Okay, I'm a Koopalings fan, diehard, live or die, 100%. But I'm definitely gonna be making the Attraction Central, the multiplayer stuff, an actual Twitch exclusive as well, and inviting subscribers to come in and play with me, and even maybe make tournaments about it. I think that'll be super interesting. But I don't know, guys. How do you guys feel about what we've seen so far with the DLC? Do you guys prefer Camp Central, or do you guys prefer Attraction Central? Please let me know down in the comments, and I would love to see some awesome discussion about this. Moving forward, we got Pokemon Pokopia. Now, this gameplay lasted for an hour, and I'm like, damn, I didn't realize they were actually gonna go that hard in showcasing what Pokemon Pokopia had to offer. But now, like, looking over it and overlooking this, I totally understand why. 100%. So, of course, it is a 1 to 4 player cozy life simulation game. Now, let's just take it out there, 100%. The game has very big similarities to Animal Crossing New Horizons. That very much is clear. So, I think especially, I think not just Game Freak, but I forgot the other people that was working on this as well. I think they looked at Animal Crossing New Horizons. They looked at what worked, and also the future updates of New Horizons that took them so long to update. And they decided, hey, I'm gonna put it in the base game for Pokopia. Boom, there you go. So what I mean is, of course, real-time system. So say like it's 4 p.m. your time, it is going to be 4 p.m. in the game. Awesome. And then crafting, there's a crafting menu and stuff like that. And cool update was storage and stuff. You know, you can craft, like if you have the storage box next to your crafting workbench in the game, you can take it out of there and boom, put it on your crafter to automatically craft. It's great. It has actually similar Minecraft, late Minecraft vibes, where you can automatically craft within certain stuff as well. It's very good. I love it. I'm glad that they're making the game way more easily manageable when crafting, because of course this game is a life simulation game, so you're going to be crafting dens, you're going to be making habitats, you're going to be doing a lot of work and a lot of stuff. So they want to make sure that the process on the building is simplified, but also so much of it where it's like, oh, it's a breeze to set up, and it's going to be, but it's also going to be a long time to get everything in the game. Great, love that. Glad that it keeps up with what people want. 100%. Oh yeah, the main goal, especially your goal is to make new habitats for Pokemon. And when you make new habitats for Pokemon, those Pokemon will come out, and you get to gain their abilities eventually, when probably helping them with requests and stuff. And yes, there's gonna be requests, but those requests are probably what you need to get more abilities to do more stuff. 100%. And yeah, and I am so glad they talked about this, and especially when it comes to habitats. But don't worry, you can move their habitat from where they originally, when you originally made that habitat and when they originally spawned in, you can move that habitat. It's no worries, guys. 100%. And also, including that, you can also make dens for Pokemon, especially. 100%. It is confirmed that when you make a den for a Pokemon, that you need a certain Pokemon in that for that den to help build that den, which is very nice. So it's like, hey, I want Charmander in this den. Well, he's gonna be working out in this den to live in this den, and that's very great. And I also like where didn't even talk about this, where you can help motion with Pokemon to follow you and not follow you with cool emotes and stuff. It's so cool. And oh, confirmed, dowsing machine. Now this was I think in the original game. I don't remember I don't remember which generation, but basically for certain abilities with Pokemon that you find, there's gonna have like searching abilities. You can use the dowsing machine to find hidden objects and secrets within the land, within the terrain, with those Pokemon. It's awesome. And then around the end of it, they showcased their own Nintendo Treehouse version of what they wanted to show off. And so we saw like the abilities of swimming with Lapras, and then the flying with Dragonite. Yeah, and they also showed off a very cool a very cool village with Arcanine there, and then of course the two very cool and very sweet, I love them, Pokemon Eevees, you know, the Eeveelutions, Umbreon and Espeon, and they're just so cute. I love all the Eeveelutions. But yeah, and then they also especially, I think they also capitalized on, I believe, Scarlet and Violet and ZA camera stuff. And so of course there's a camera in this game where you can take awesome selfies. And yeah, I mean there's not much to be said about that. I think we all know about the Pokemon camera function that eventually, over from Scarlet Violet to Legend ZA to now Pokopia, they just basically been improving it bit by bit. And it's like, yeah, no, nothing much to be said about that. Nothing much to be said about that. But I think it's also hilarious that in this whole gameplay that Charmander just loves sleeping on wood. I don't know why, but it might probably be integrated in the game where Charmander just loves sleeping on wood, because I guess maybe wood is more comfortable for Charmander. Who knows? But it is confirmed that Charmander loves sleeping on wood. Now, I'm gonna. So overall, what do I feel about this treehouse? I think this was a very good Nintendo Treehouse. For me personally, I'm gonna just talk about, I usually don't really watch the Treehouse gameplay as much. I think just because, especially with my nature, I am very competitive. So when it came to the Wonders portion with competitive, I am always gonna fucking criticize what they do. Unfortunately, it's like, oh, when my head is like, oh, I can make that better. And luckily I didn't have to do that with Pokopia. It's a life simulation game. It's not supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be how you want to live your life as a Ditto in that game and such. But honestly, I'm very excited for both. I'm glad they're both coming out at the same time. I'm not gonna post dates and stuff like that. I don't really want to right now. But I'm not really like most excited for one or the other. I'm gonna get both games, 100%. I'm most the more of the stream game is going to be the DLC for Wonder. Pokopia is very interesting because I believe I think especially like Animal Crossing Horizons, I think, in my opinion, that game is very hard to stream because it's based around the real time. So it was if it's like certain events for certain times, it's very hard for me to like stream it and maybe get my audience in that is attuned for a different time and stuff like that. But hopefully with Pokopia, I don't have to deal with like that kind of issue 100%. But I would like to make Pokopia a stream game, but who knows? Honestly, who knows? That's how it would be. Yeah, I'm just overall, I think this was a very good treehouse. I'm actually kind of glad I went out of my way to watch this with my Discord, members and stuff like that, and we kind of just had fun talking about both these games, and we're all very excited for what's to come. I think honestly, this is my Nintendo thoughts of this year for 2026. I know it's a little bit weird I'm putting it in this video, but who cares? I think I think this year for the Switch 2 is gonna do very, very well. I think certain games that probably, you know, did okay on Switch 1 is gonna flourish on Switch 2, and we're gonna see a lot of people actually get probably very satisfied with Nintendo this year, honestly. Hey, and yeah, chat, sorry, chat, but yeah, I could be wrong, 100%. So y'all can clip this segment and flame me in the comments for this. But yeah. And speaking of comments, yeah, if you got, tell me what you guys think about Pokopia. I really want to know, especially what do you guys think about Pokopia as well. And yeah, so yeah, that's basically it for me. This is not really not like a very deep analysis, but it's just a cool quick dive and jump and back out. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little rant about this treehouse. And if you guys want to help want more analysis videos, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It will be very much appreciated. And also, I am still going to PAX East, so if you want to help out PAX East, coffee link is down in the description. And if you want to, and my birthday was a few days ago from recording this video, so if you want to get me a little gift, you can go to my throne as well, again in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been your favorite Celestial Eldrazi, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.